Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between Lin versus Moon, this game taking place here on, well, Last Refuge. On the bottom left hand side of the map we have Lin spawning as the red orc. Meanwhile, over here on the top right we have Moon spawning as the blue night elf. This was taken from the DreamHack regional championships for Asia, and well, we'll see what will be unfolding in this particular match up here. This game, I believe, was taken 2-3 weeks back, so the meta constantly shifting as it is will showcase new things. Good morning, hello, thanks for tuning in. A little bit later than my normal time. Just this time change, I don't know, can I even blame the time change anymore or COVID? It seems like it is a new normal, but well, thank you for tuning in, however you may be watching, however you may be listening. We are looking now at Moon setting up the Ancient of War across over here. And if one of you guys out there are really just listening without actually watching this video, hats off to you. Hopefully my play-by-play instruction lets you visualize the game, even if you are unable to enjoy all the visual glory that is Warcraft 3 with classic graphics. Now, let's go ahead and make our way through. Keeper of the Grove going to be trained by Moon over here on the top right-hand side of the map. On the bottom left, it is going to be a Blade Master in this 1v1. And I'm starting to like Last Refuge more and more. The more I see games on it, the more I see how those fountains of health are key important parts of the overall strategy, and well, it gives a little bit of a place for orc players to try and heal, or a place to run off to, making up for some of that, making up for some of those difficulties that orc has early on. I call this Warcraft 3 radio because I can't watch it. Oh wow. All right, so for all the people out there who leave comments saying, you know what, Crota, why do you have to talk about everything that's going on? We can clearly see what's happening. I had said in the past, you know what, sometimes some people say that they enjoy the cast because they can listen to the cast, and then when the time is right, watch what's happening and, well, watch what's happening and figure out, based on my excitement, when to actually watch. Blade Master clearing out the center north creep camp here. Forest Troll High Priest will get taken down, but Keeper of the Grove is there to quickly, well, gets the steal. Keeper of the Grove with an auto attack steal against the Forest Troll High Priest. Blade Master and Grunt didn't get the killing damage, but did get the item, which was a potion of replenishment. Keeper of the Grove now with Entangle in addition to Entrance. Moon is going to be able to come down across here and then perhaps just try and come for a bit more harassment. Keeper of the Grove, however, decides to walk away instead and is still walking away slowly but surely. Wisp going to be making its way back over. Nope, not going to be doing any blocking either, as the Blade Master finally goes after this Forest Troll High Priest. What's good? What's good in this world? All that is good. My children, my wife, all that is good here, as we're looking at a Grunt now getting taken down. A little bit of damage. Archer is going to try to turn this Grunt into a bit of a pin cushion. That is a very long entangle. As you can see, there's a second entangle and two entangles finishing off a lone Grunt right here. Will it get the experience? That is that key question. Oh, no, there's the denial right there, as the Keeper of the Grove, well, still kills one Grunt there, loss of about 205 gold. Making our positions back here. Blade Master going after this Keeper of the Grove. Meanwhile, Blade Master Illusion also doing a bit of scouting, as we see Moon setting up, a Tree of Life. It does make me wonder, as of late, a lot of the new expansions or the new maps don't have nearly as many expansions as Turtle Rock and Twisted Meadows, and because of this, has Moon really starting to fall a little bit out of favor here, as we're looking at an illusion aggroing this Tree of Life here. Oh, beautifully done. This Tree of Life is going to be taking an absolute beating. We should be looking at a cancellation here in just a moment, as we're looking at some damage on that Blade Master. There's a Sentinel right there. That Blade Master could be in trouble. He is going to be scouted. There is an entangle on him. Blade Master now trying to break free. Going to be able to walk away with the Scroll of Speed and be able to get away pretty quickly. Blade Master now going to try to come back around, finish off this Tree of Life. Tree of Life could actually get taken down. No, gets ensnared for all of its efforts. as we're looking at, well, Moon doing his best to try and salvage this situation after losing a nearly fully constructed Tree of Life. Great play by Lin to try and slow that down just a bit more. Meanwhile, Huntresses looking to finish off this creep camp. Keeper of the Grove looking to be able to get closer to level 3. We are now taking the Tree of Life after the cancellation. However, we are already at Stronghold by Lin. Coming back around, Blade Master Illusion. Oh, Boulder to that Keeper of the Grove. Once more, Huntresses are shadow melded. There's some Sentinels there. Blade Master Illusions all across the place, actually. As a Forest Troll High Priest now hired up. Rock Golem gonna join back in on the fight here. Perhaps get in some damage. Are we gonna be seeing some Boulder tosses as well? Rock Golem hasn't reset back to his original position, and therefore doesn't use that boulder toss. One of those things where you can just try and kind of abuse the AI of the creeps. They don't use their skills and their abilities, and because of that, well, you can clear out the creep camp a little bit more easily, as though they already ran out of mana. Meanwhile, back over here to the top left, Keeper of the Grove clearing out the remainder of this Ogre Magi Forest Trapper creep camp. Tree of Life is, well, down here with a Sentinel Scout in position to make sure that the Blade Master is not nearby to try and disrupt the building. Shadow Hunter going to get to level 2, has the Robe of Magi as well. That's going to be some big additional intelligence as the Blade Master tries to walk on over and then, well, finds that this unguarded Tree of Life is actually guarded by 4 Huntresses right there, keeping that Blade Master at bay. Keeper of the Grove is going to get off an entangle on any of those units. Perhaps a lone grunt, lagging grunt right from behind. I believe there is going to be a purge from the shaman and some heals as well. Keeper of the Grove would not be able to easily take it down, especially not a level 2 Keeper of the Grove. Maybe the level 3 variety could have done it. All right, going back to an older strategy, Moon opting to go for a Goblin Alchemist here at Tier 2 as a second hero. This was a very common strategy back in, early 2020? Using the Alchemist, using that Keeper of the Grove, healing spray plus tranquility, so much healing, and then being able to go wide with mass archers and acid bomb for bonus damage. So this could have been a sudden transition shift as we see the Shadow Hunter maybe going for Serpent Wards. Back off to the north here, Blade Master, well, not going to be able to finish off this Tree of Life at all. Meanwhile, the center units here now rounding back as well. Where is that Blade Master going? Blade Master has wind walked back off to the north. It is going to attempt to, well, stop the Entangled Gold Mine. Entangled Gold Mine, however, is free. So keeping the Blade Master at bay is not much of a thing. Moon is Moon in this particular map. On this particular in this particular game, it was played for DreamHack. So this is Moon. Blade Master making its way back down here. Well, we're looking at the Keeper of the Grove. Moon 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? Stop confusing me. Metaphysics. All right, Keeper of the Grove. On like different servers, right? Moon 1, 2, 3, 4 is Moon. All right. Anyways, Blade Master coming back through. Shadow Hunter going to be able to get to level 3 pretty easily. Opposite get to level 3 or level 2 Serpent Wards as that level 3 ability. Potion of Greater Mana. This Lin getting a plethora of items that is just so powerful right now. Blade Master also picking up a Tome of Agility +2. So the Shadow Hunter now with 465 maximum mana and a Potion of Greater Mana should be able to get plenty of healing waves and Serpent Wards down. Meanwhile, back off to the north here, we're looking at a level 3 Keeper of the Grove, level 2 Alchemist, and now pressure going to be placed down here as we're going into a bit of an engagement. All right, units are looking to fight here, trying to find proper footing and proper engagement. Sentinels are now placed down across the map to gain sight of that Blade Master if he tries to wind walk anywhere, as the Serpent Wards with that very decent range, able to get some damage and snare onto a Huntress, and in comes the engagement here. Moon losing one unit right there. Blade Master continuing to fight. Grunts are continuing to push as the Serpent Wards are drawing a line in the sign, poking that damage. 27 to 30 piercing damage against those unarmored typed Huntresses, taking a lot of bonus damage there. All right, coming back around here, All right, Forest Troll Berserker looking to finish off these units here. Meanwhile, the Tree of Life is suffering a lot of damage. Repairs are now underway. But while you're trying to take down a tree, your army could be taking large damage as the Huntresses and Archers are now rallying together as well. Improved range upgrade on those archers, able to deal a lot of damage here. Are we going to be looking at some, lightning shield on that Blade Master, trying to put pressure onto those units as we're looking at purges, slowing down the Huntresses as well. Scroll of Healing keeps the Huntress alive for a little while longer, followed by an Entangle. Blade Master could be in trouble. No, Healing Wave able to bounce on out of there. For that Blade Master. Units continuing to retreat back. The Shadow Hunter now getting up to level 4. Level 2 Healing Wave most likely. Thank you for the follow. As the Forest Troll Berserker getting in more damage coming back in from the top. Moon does have the expansion advantage, but he has a decent-sized army as well. Both sides pushing in across here as the Blade Master now making its way back off to the north. Blade Master now trying to push back the other way. Archers looking to retreat all the way back. They are glass cannons, able to deal a large amount of damage if they are uninterrupted. As the Grunts now with I thought they had Acid Bomb here for a second. Taking a lot of focus damage from those archers. All right, no Spirit Link to be seen anywhere. Ancient of War joining in on the fight as Moon has backed up against this position here, taking a lot of damage, and Lin taking the supply lead. Huntress and Archers are falling. Blade Master gets up to level 3. Ancient of War about to fall down. Low hit point Huntresses joining in on the battle. That's going to be a bad day indeed as another Huntress bites the dust. Are these units, low hit point units of Lin, going to be able to retreat back? It does look like it. And Moon holds on to his expansion, but at an expensive cost, losing, ending up down about 7 supply in that fight overall. That supply advantage is going to be easily made up, but the amount of experience that Lin was able to gather on his Shadow Hunter and his Blade Master is also a problem. Behind this, Lin had set up his own Great Hall as well, so he now has an expansion. Moon's only advantage was that he had an expansion when his opponent did not. But Lin doing a great job with that timing attack, making sure that he attacked before the expansion really got underway, punished his opponent, and now we are looking at both sides sitting on 2 bases. A Raider is getting trained up here, and Lin behind this should be able to easily get to get into low upkeep here in just a moment, running off of 2 bases. Probably going to try and bank as much gold as possible, some some free experience, while getting served up right here as the Blade Master picks up, I believe, another Circlet of Nobility. All right, are we going to see a Purge right there? No Purge. Ogre Magi going to get aggroed down. Moon's army, after finishing off, what is this? Moon hiring up some Goblin Sappers. We'll keep track of those, or hopefully I'll keep track of those in just a minute. Deadlock, thank you for the follow. Shadow Hunter going to be able to easily finish off their Warsaw Battle Drums. Perfect item if you do not have your Kodo Beast as of yet, freeing up an additional 4 supply. Goblin Sappers, here they are. Where are they going? They are traveling off to the side. Great Hall. Each Sapper does about 500 damage, so it does represent a large or a big damage indeed. But will it be enough? Meanwhile, we are also looking, we do not have reinforced defenses at the burrows, so the archers should be able to do a lot of damage from range. That is always a problem as well, as the archers are able to just focus down those burrows fairly quickly. All right, we're looking at Goblin Sappers getting ready into position. Here we are, and Goblin Sapper number 1, Goblin Sapper number 2, Great Hall, and this economic advantage may become all for naught here, as there is just massive damage coming across peons. However, we're already ready, trying to finish this off. We could be looking at Scroll of Town Portal, the Great Hall down to 80 hit points, down to 70 hit points, a little bit more damage, 1 or 2 more attacks. There it goes, and now everything is going to go ahead and teleport back. A very, very well executed hit and run. Well, yeah, I missed your B videos from years ago. I'm assuming you just mean my videos, not my B videos. Or I guess you could mean like StarCraft videos? Or I don't know. I don't know exactly what you mean. I'll just assume you mean videos from years ago. Well, they're all up on YouTube. You can go ahead and peruse through them all, but thank you, Deadlock. Alchemist, Keeper of the Grove, rounding the corners here. We're looking over here on the bottom left-hand side. Moon now putting pressure inside the main base as the Great Hall is trying to be rebuilt. Repairs are underway. Raiders and Grunts doing some attacking. There's some detonations as well as the units are just going back and forth. All right, who's going to come out ahead here? So much damage. Huntresses with that bounce damage can really start to add up damage, finishing off some of those peons, as well as the Great Hall now down to 1,000 hit points. All right, this could be problematic as well, as this is a full surround here. And when you are up a base, it does in fact make sense to trade bases, since, well, you will end up being able to mine more than your opponent. Healing Spray trying to heal up the rest of those units. Shadowhunter does get to level 5. Serpent Wards, well, the level 2 variety this was, but the level 3 variety now going to be in play as well here. All right, Blade Master, Raiders, Lightning Shield. All right, is Lin going to be able to push back here? Keeper of the Grove had tried to retreat back, but only to see that there was an army inside his base as well. Alchemist does stay at level 3, though. Not yet. Still a little bit behind on experience. Is he going to be able to finish off a couple of grunts? It looks like he will be able to do exactly that, as the Blade Master now pushing back. Shadowhunter now ready to push in pressure. Going to be able to, well, going to be able to plant down those Serpent Wards. He still has a potion of mana and had 300 mana in the bank. This might be the counter attack that Lin needs. This is, well, pretty much all in. Cyclone now being used. Purge, however, bringing that down, as we're looking at detonations coming in from those wisps to try and remove a lot of mana. All right, Shadowhunter now pretty much down to not enough mana, maybe forced to drop some items and then just use that potion of mana and then throw down another Serpent Ward. There goes an ensnare on the Moon, and the Moon, I think, just was not ready for this split prong attack. The Shadowhunter also having that Robe of Magi, being able to drop it down and pick it back up. Absolutely great timing and positioning, as well, there is not much inside the base any longer. 51 supply compared to 33. And hats off to Lin for realizing that he needed to split his attack in order to run the hunt or run the Shadowhunter back home with maybe a handful of raiders, and have the majority of the army inside of the main base. That way, Moon never really had any time to get his feet back underneath him, and Lin, who had the hero level advantage, was able to press that advantage even further. You saw the dramatic difference that the Shadowhunter's level 3 Serpent Wards made. A couple of ensnares, trapping those Huntresses, and Moon's supply just dropped like a rock. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, that